Sanya, what are you thinking?
You know, Bhaiya, a weird thing happened today. In school, when the peon was ringing the food bell, I happened to touch the pole on which the bell was hung. When the peon hit the bell to ring it, I felt that the pole was vibrating too. Then after we came back home, when we were listening to the songs on our music system, my hand grazed across the speaker by chance and I could sense some vibrations on the speaker too. When I'm touching the speaker now, I can't feel anything, no vibrations at all.
Do you think that maybe there is correlation between the things that you could sense were vibrating and the sounds that were being created by these vibrating objects?
Maybe. Can we not find this out?
Yup, why not? Let us try doing a small activity. Let us try hitting this hanging metal vessel with this rolling pin.
Ouch! This makes such a loud noise.
Come on, now touch it and tell me what you feel.
Oh wow! This is also vibrating like the school bell. Oh, I see. Does this mean that vibrating objects produce sound?
Brilliant! You got it right. Ever noticed the mobile phone vibrating when it rings?
Yes. Have you ever seen such examples? Have you ever felt any vibrations accompanied with sounds? Mummy, I'm wondering why although a sound is generated when we hit this plate with a spoon, but I cannot see any vibrations in this plate.
Why don't you put some water in this plate, Sanya, and then try hitting the plate with the spoon?
Okay, let me see what happens. Oh wow! See, Mummy? Small ripples are generated in water. This indicates hitting the plate with this spoon also generate vibrations in the plate. Friends, can you analyze the relation of vibrations in objects with respect to the sounds generated by these objects? What is this relation?
Okay, Sanya. You must be having musical instruments like tabla and drums in your school. Have you seen how the tabla or the drums are played? How do you think sound is produced in these instruments?
I guess beating the drums creates vibration in their membranes and these vibrations produce sound. Friends, can you guess which part of all these instruments produce sound by vibrating? Mummy, if that is how sound is produced, then even when we speak, there must be some vibrations in our throat also, isn't it?
Absolutely. Just put your hand on your throat while speaking and tell me what you feel.
Friends, let us try doing this. Can you feel any vibrations?
Have you ever wondered why we all have voices that sound different? Why do you think there is a difference between your voice and Kabir's?
Perhaps the texture of the part that generates sound varies from person to person.
Well, why don't you check that in your science textbook? I remember seeing it there.
Friends, let us find an answer to this question by looking into the book.
Sanya, I think mobile is lying beneath the pillow. Can you please take it out of there?
Friends, did you see how the ring of the phone sounded low and muffled when it was lying beneath this pillow? and now when I have taken it out there, it sounds so loud. Mummy, what may be the reason?
Actually, sound waves require a medium to travel. When a sound is generated and we hear it, the generated sound is using a medium to reach. When the mobile was under the pillow was blocking the sound waves from traveling through the medium. So you could not hear the mobile ring loudly.
So you mean air is a medium for sound waves to travel, is it?
Very good. You guessed it right.
Are there any other media for sound waves to travel? Considering that pillow was hindering the sound waves, I'm guessing that such solid objects are not good medium for sound waves.
Well, you are right about that, Sanya. Also remember, you had filled water in that plate and had hit the plate with the spoon. What had you observed?
Oh yes, I had seen the ripples being generated. I have an idea. Let me put this bell in this tub full of water and see what happens.
Yes, try listening from above the water level.
It sounds like a bell. Now I got it, Bhaiya.
Come, let me show you something else. You sit on this end of the table and let me sit on the other end. Put your ear against the table and tell me what you hear.
Wow, Bhaiya, I can hear a scratching sound.
What can you infer from this?
This means that sound waves travel through the air as well as through liquid and solid media. Am I right?
Good analysis, Sanya.
This reminded me of one of our old toys. Remember, Bhaiya? The telephone that we had made by tying plastic cups using a cord?
Yes, what we have learned today.
Friends, let us review what we have learned so far.
Sounds are emanated from vibrating objects.
Vocal cord in humans produces sound. The sound reaches through air as well as through water and concrete material like wood, metal, etc. Mummy, similar to the structure in the throat for producing sound, is there a structure in our ears that helps us hear?
Absolutely. Inside our ears, there is a membrane that helps us to hear.
Friends, I'm just wondering if hearing sounds also has some connection with vibrations. Do you think there are vibrations in our ears because of which we can hear sounds? Let us refer to our textbooks and find an answer to this. Someone is at the door, Mummy.
Sanya, let me go and check who is at the door. You go and see which utensil has fallen in the kitchen.
Sure, Mummy. Friends, did you notice how we were able to recognize the sound of the knock on the door and the sound of utensils falling in the kitchen? That too without even looking at both of these objects producing the sound.
Sanya, come, let me show you something. Let us hit the glass with a little force using this spoon and touch a thermocol ball along the side of the glass. What do you observe?
Vibrating glass pushed the ball away from it for some time.
Now hit it with the spoon with a little more force to see how far the ball bumps from the glass.
Oh yes, Bhaiya. On hitting the glass with a little more force, the glass made a louder sound and the ball went farther away.
Did you notice any difference between the two sounds?
Yes, when the sound was low, the ball did not swing too far. But when the sound was very loud, the ball swung far. That makes sense. Friends, why do we find some sounds so loud but the others low? Do you think this is also related to the vibration produced by objects?
Our body system also has so many vibrations that we are normally not able to hear due to limitations of our hearing capacity.
You are right, Sanya. We cannot hear very low frequency sounds.
But I had heard that some animals like dogs are also able to hear very high frequency sounds. Is this true?
Yup, this is absolutely true. By the way, do you know what is the unit of sound?
Bhaiya, I think sound is measured in hertz. Friends, do you know the frequency of sound that humans can hear? Oh ho, the sounds of all these vehicles are so very disturbing. I'm not able to study.
Sanya, not only these vehicles, there are so many things in our house that lead to noise pollution.
Like washing machines,
Television, coolers.
Bhaiya, do you ever suffer from headache from all this noise? At times, I feel all this noise gives me headache.
You know, I was reading somewhere loud noises affect our health and this can lead to issues like insomnia, hearing issues, etc. Friends, have you ever faced any issue because of so much noise around? Would you like to share your experience?
I agree. Noise pollution is very harmful and we must all put in our best efforts to reduce it. This would otherwise cause a lot of issues to not only humans but also animals.
Yes, Bhaiya. Ever noticed how irritated and scared stray dogs are on Diwali with all those firecrackers being burst? We must all consciously refrain from bursting firecrackers. In fact, they should be banned.
You are right, Sanya. Do you think there are any other ways that we can adopt to reduce noise pollution?
Do you know, Bhaiya? I saw a board outside a hospital which said, "No horn please." This is something that we can all keep in mind as honking is another reason for noise pollution.
Do you know that trees not only reduce air pollution but also noise pollution?
Is it? In such case, we must definitely ensure that we plant trees by the roadside.
Friends, can you list some other ways to reduce noise pollution?